What's up, HASfit mamas? I'm Claudia, and this is a pregnancy bodyweight cardio workout. This workout is great in your first, second, and third trimesters, all the way through your post-baby recovery process. Now, there is no equipment required for today's routine, but you will want to have either a bench, box, or a step nearby for a couple of the exercises. If you're ready to begin, let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna get started with a light warm-up just to get our heart pumping and those muscles working. So we're gonna start off with a butt kick. So side to side, butt kick, and then we're gonna add a back squeeze. All right, so just arms at parallel to the ground and just squeeze that back as we move through this movement. So with cardio, especially when pregnant, we want to look for a perceived rate of exertion, okay? So if we're on a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to cardio, while pregnant, we want to stay somewhere within the 6 to 7 range on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? So we don't want you huffing, puffing, out of breath, can't have a conversation. We want you to be able to, of course, feel some exertion, but still be able to speak and carry on a conversation if need be. Feel free to take a break at any particular time during this workout. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break. Okay, so now we're going to do a step back and reach and come back. Step back, make sure you have good balance and reach. Especially the bigger we get, sometimes our balance, center of gravity is totally off. But this, we want you to take it nice and slow. We want to warm up those hip flexors, warm up those legs, arms, obliques, core, everything with a step back and reach. And you're really going to feel it right along your side here. And step back and reach. Woo, see? Not perfect here. This baby is throwing me off. My balance is off. Got some brain fog going on here, right? Ooh, oh, third trimester forgetfulness. I forgot what that was like. All right, 10 more seconds on this step back and reach. Exhale as you reach up over. Inhale, exhale as you reach. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, done with that one. Last warm-up move we're gonna do here is gonna be a good morning. This is great for your posterior chain. Hands behind your head. Your legs about hip width apart, feet about hip width apart. And you're going to hinge at just your hips, keeping your spine nice and neutral, like you're trying to reach your booty to the wall behind you. Back up and hinging at those hips, taking it to as far as you can. I'm taking it to parallel to the ground nearly, but if you are here, totally fine. You are going to feel a big stretch in your glutes, hamstrings, and maybe even all the way down to your calves. And that's okay. warming up that posterior chain for the work that's about to come. Making sure that you're not hyperextending your spine at the top, but you're giving a nice squeeze here and right back down. Hinging is one of the fundamental movement patterns. We want to make sure that we're getting our form nice and correct here. So this is definitely not a squat. You do want to have a slight bend in your knees as you hinge forward and up and squeeze at the top. And by squeeze, I mean gently squeeze those glutes, as well as exhaling, gently squeezing that pelvic floor and transverse abdominis. If you've been working out with me for some time, especially during this prenatal program, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We have 5 more seconds on this movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I am feeling nice and warm, mama. I hope you're feeling nice and warm. Shake it out a little bit before we get started onto our workout. So I'm gonna demonstrate the first movement for you. We're gonna do each one of these exercises one time for 40 seconds, okay? So the first one we're gonna do is a high knee and reach. So we're gonna reach up with our left arm, bring our knee towards our chest, keeping a nice neutral spine. And here we go. Let's get started. Reach, high knees and reach. You can add a little bit of a bounce. You can do a little skip at the top, or you can just leave it right here. Whatever feels most comfortable for you and your stage of pregnancy and your stage of fitness. Let's reach it out. Come on. And reach. And of course, if you're feeling a little bit more advanced in your fitness stage, you can always add a light pair of hand weights, 2-pounders, water bottles. Whatever feels most comfortable for you is what we want you to do. You notice I'm just keeping it here. And breathe. Nice work. And we have, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Okay, next one is lateral squats. So lateral squats, stepping out to one side. Pick your width. Pick your stance. I prefer more of a narrow stance right now, just because I'm experiencing some pelvic girdle pain. Adjust the narrowness or the width of your stance, as well as the depth. Of course, making sure we break at the hips, bend those knees, head up, chest up, knees are out and not collapsing in. Very good. Getting those lateral squats in, right? They tell you squat, squat, squat when you're pregnant. That way you can have an easier birth, get that baby out. However it is you're birthing this baby, we want to make sure that your recovery process and just your process of being pregnant is comfortable. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break. Okay, so now if you have a bench box or a step, grab that now. I'm gonna bring mine right over here. And we're gonna do some incline push-ups. So instead of taking push-ups to the ground, this is an easier version, especially the bigger you are in the 3rd trimester. Get into that push-up stance, and we're gonna do some push-ups, okay? Do as many as you can in the 40-second time frame. So down, up. And if you need to take it slow, you can. You're gonna notice that I'm gonna work at my own pace here. Not trying to be superwoman. I'm just trying to stay healthy and strong. Exhale. And if any of these are too hard for you, take it down to your knees. Okay, depending on the surface that you're working out on. Making sure to have our elbows come at a 45-degree angle relative to our body. None of this 90-degree angle push-ups. 45-degree angle. Switch up your stance on your hands if you need to. Whatever works better for you. Not much left here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Okay, so move that bench boxer step out of the way, and we're going to do a punch out plus a run in place. So if you've been part of the HASfit tribe, you already know that this is one of our favorite moves to get our heart rate up. So just light and on the balls of your feet. As Coach Kozak says, you're a bouncy ball. You are not a rock. Return that energy back into the ground and bring it right back up. Remembering to breathe throughout this entire movement. And if you're more of a march in place, go ahead and do that. Whatever is going to work best for you. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, next, moving into plie squats and a calf raise. So if you're a former ballerina, I'm not, but toes pointed out ever so slightly. When you squat down into the plie squat, your knees are going to go in line with your toes. So we're going to plie squat. On the way up, calf raise, plie, calf raise. Take it nice and slow, working at your own pace. Inhale, exhale, lift that pelvic floor ever so gently. Right, working our transverse abdominis. You're working your core through this workout without ever doing a dedicated core routine. It's just functional movement here. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with that one. Grab your bench boxer step once again. Bring that on over. We are going to do some body weight rows, okay? Into the high plank position and just row. Here we go, row it out. Again, the higher you are, if you're using a higher countertop, the better. We want to make sure that, first of all, we're breathing, but that our shoulders are kept nice and square. None of this. Keeping it nice and square. Widen your feet if you need to, if that helps you out. And exhale as you bring your arms up into a row. Not much left on this one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, so again, we're moving the bench boxer step out of the way and we're moving right into skaters. So skaters is just one side to the other. You can either take a bit of a jump, depending on where you are in your fitness level and pregnancy again, or just step, bring your foot a little behind you, and return. Again, gauging where you're at on your RPE scale, your PRE, perceived rate of exertion scale. If you are at a 6 or a 7, slow it down. If you could bring it back up, then do that. But keep on moving. Very nice. Keeping a nice, healthy heart for those babies. Getting our blood flowing. Oxygen pumping through our veins. Healthy mommy, healthy baby. Here we go. Come on, mamas. Not much longer. You have about 15 seconds in this move. Feeling good. Feeling strong. Here we go. Not much left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Okay, so next we're doing a split squat plus an overhead reach. So as we come down into a split squat, Our arms are gonna reach overhead. Try to bring your biceps by your ears. Gonna work on a little bit of mobility here. If you need a chair or need something to help stabilize your balance in the split squat, do it, okay? So again, and then just use the opposite arm to swing up. So here we go. Down and up. We're gonna do 30 seconds on either side. So we're gonna increase this one just a little bit. So inhale, exhale as you come up. Focusing on the movement, dropping both knees to a 90-degree angle. If you are somewhere here, that's great. Do what you can. You're not in competition with anybody else. And switch sides. So carefully switching. Widen your base if you need some extra balance. And here we go. Nice work. Reach overhead. Woo! I feel my glutes and my hips working here. Nice, steady pace. And again, if you need to take a little bit of a breather, do it. Or just slow your pace down. You notice I'm not pushing too hard. I'm just working within my limits. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, done with that moves. Again, going back to the bench boxer step. And we're gonna do some good old-fashioned tricep dips. Okay, 40 seconds worth of tricep dips. A couple of different variations. I'm just gonna get going as soon as I start here. You can do it here. This would be the easiest. And the further you move your legs out, the harder that it is. Of course, if you're really superwoman, you can have your feet all the way out, and you can even have them inclined. But I'm 29 and a half weeks pregnant. I'm not trying to prove myself to anybody except just stay healthy. So I'm gonna stay right here. We have about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Very good. Let's move this out of the way. And we're gonna do another Coach Kozak favorite, imaginary line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. That's it. Closing it out on a classic move. We'll do 20 seconds with your right foot leading, or whatever your foot lead is, and then we'll switch. And switch to the opposite foot. So left foot first for me. Last 20 seconds. Here we go, mamas. Almost there. 10 seconds to go. We're gonna have an awesome cool down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. You completed your pregnancy bodyweight cardio routine. Very good work. As a woman with a growing human inside of them, I applaud you for even working out. It is hard work. We're gonna stay up for a cool down for the first couple of movements. We're just gonna do just a regular chest opener, right? Interlock your fingers behind your back and give it a nice gentle squeeze. Nice soft knees. Let that heart rate come down. And just breathe through the movement. Nice big stretch. Especially if you're not used to doing many push-ups anymore. You need just some incline push-ups. Your chest might be feeling it. Just give it a nice, good stretch. And some big deep breaths. Whew. We'll hold this position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Bring it over to a wall or a countertop, and we're gonna do some calf stretches, all right? So, calf stretches. I'm gonna have my left foot closer to the wall. I'm gonna step my right foot back out and bring my heel down to the ground. And then of course, to make it a little harder, to get some extra stretch, I can bring my left knee closer to the wall just for some extra stretch on that right calf. Everybody is gonna be different in their flexibility level, but especially during the latter part of your second trimester and third trimester, we really want to stretch these calves out. We tend to get restless legs or calf cramps in the middle of the night. Keeping them nice and pliable and flexible will definitely help with those cramps. Okay, and we're gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna put my left foot back, bring my right foot up to the wall or wherever your comfort level is with your calf, and bring my right knee in towards the wall, stretching that left calf. Doing my best to keep my left heel on the ground. So if you're somewhere here, that's perfect. Actually, that feels better when I bring my left heel up a little bit. All right, and we're gonna hold this position for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Okay, so for our next cool down, we're gonna get down to the ground. So to do it safely, one knee, second knee, and then you can bring your hands down into a 90-90 hip opening position is actually what we're going to try to accomplish here. So 90-90. We've done this before with Coach Kozak. Leg in front, leg here. You might feel a little bit of a cramp as I'm feeling in my back leg. Move into it slowly. And if you're here, that's fine. If you need to be here, maybe at more of a decline or a recline, I should say, then that's fine as well. Ideally, what we're going for is this position. So sitting up nice and tall, getting a good stretch on those hips, really opening them up. And just breathing. Still trying to bring our heart rate down if you're like me. Still a little out of breath. But I could be having a conversation with you without working out and I'd be out of breath at this point. Not much longer in this position. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bringing my back leg forward and slowly switching positions here. So this leg that was in the back will now go down, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle for the back leg. And again, I'm cramping up, right? Maybe I should add a little bit more potassium into my diet. I should probably eat more bananas or spinach. Woo, so I'm just gonna wait until it passes. But if you are in the 90-90 position already, go ahead and get it going. I will catch up with you and I'll just hang out here. Feeling a nice, good stretch. There we go. See, 10 seconds into it, now I can get the position. Sitting up nice and tall. Taking some big diaphragmatic breaths in all of our cool down positions. Very good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Okay, next one is probably one of my favorites. We're gonna do a child's pose. So we're gonna move into that position. At this point, my belly's pretty big, so I'm gonna have my toes together. And I'm just gonna sit back, let my belly hang in between my legs, and just hold it here. You can, of course, do a little bit of swaying from side to side. This can really help stretch out your lats. Big, long muscles that run along the sides of your back here. And, or you can just hang out and breathe. Excellent work today. Again, working out is hard enough. Working out when you are pregnant is just that much more, seems like that much more of a chore. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now we're gonna work on pelvic tilts. This is the last movement in our cool down here. So we're gonna hang out in this quadruped position, quadruped all fours. And we're just going to bring, only thing we're moving is our lower back, okay? So it looks like a cat-cow, but what you're doing is you are just moving and tilting your pelvis. So lower back down, exhale, and on the inhale, you're gonna bring your back to tabletop. So not a traditional cat-cow, but just bringing your back to a tabletop position. This is great if you are trying to improve your fetal positioning in the womb. Perhaps baby isn't cooperating with positioning, the ideal position for birth. This can definitely help get him or her into the ideal position for birthing. I actually do these about 2 to 3 times per day, just for about 20 movements. Exhale, and inhale. We're gonna do 5 more breaths. Inhale in, exhale out. And 2. Last one right here. 1. And we are all done. Excellent work, mamas. Thank you so much for working out with me. You can stay on the ground. I have to get up. But if you enjoyed this workout, please don't forget to check out our complete prenatal program on the HASfit app, as well as liking us on your favorite social media network, whatever that is, and giving this routine a big thumbs up. We thank you so much for your support. I'm Claudia, and I'll see you at your next workout.